Hello and welcome to your reading. This reading is for those of you who feel tired, exhausted, burnt out, about to give up because you're already doing the work, you're already doing the things to make the changes, and right now you just feel like the deck is stacked against you and you don't know where to go next. So first let's find out what has brought us to this point. I don't mean to the point of like the change that you were trying to make. I mean to the point of like right now where you are having these feelings, where you're feeling just so exhausted, so tired. Because as important as it is to be solution focused, it is also important to know, what caused the problem. Not that you have a problem right now, but like what caused us to be in the space that we're in. All right. Daydream. Okay, so this one's huge. Literally it's a huge eye. But besides that, daydreaming is one of those things where it has its good and it has its negatives. The good thing about daydreaming is it allows you the chance to think about and really kind of visualize what it is that you want and that you're looking for. The other problem with daydreaming is it's an easy escape. I'm the one who gets caught in daydreaming the most. I love to daydream because when things get uncomfortable, when things are unnerving, when I don't have confidence in myself as a child and a teenager, that was like my go-to, especially in high school. So like daydreaming is fun, it is easy, but it also causes us to not do things, and thinking only gets us so far. We know action gets us further. Hopeful. Okay, again, beautiful. Being hopeful isn't an issue. Being hopeful is the actual thing about that got us to where we are now, and that's a good thing. The thing about being hopeful is when we are tired and we're exhausted and hope is all we have left to like lean on, it's rough. It's 100% rough because it's things that you don't want to have to navigate, but you need to continue to move forward. And what I love about this card with hopeful is it's literally a jar of fireflies or stars, and it's constantly being filled up. Keep giving into that hope. Woosah. Yeah. Okay, so a break's needed. A break is probably something that you're not giving yourself. Woosah is also about letting go and just being present and in the moment. And right now, I feel like we're so focused on the future or so worried about something from our past catching up to us that like right now, we just aren't in the now. We're not here. We're not present. We're not in this exact moment because our head's just in too many places. Freedom. That's a beautiful card. Look at that. She's flying away like Peter Pan. So freedom, again, it's something that we all want. It's something that we all achieve after. And we each have our individual ideas of what freedom is. So this is absolutely a beautiful thing to see. Just curious what our last card is. Oh, longing. Okay. So difference between longing and hope. Let's get that out first. Longing is something that you want and that you wish for that you don't think you can actually obtain. Where hope is you actively like believing that yes, that what it is you're going after is going to be yours and you can receive it. These cards all together though show me something huge about you right now. You are somebody who is just trying to completely change your world in a beautiful and like loving way. Here's the downside though, it's a lot of work. It is so much work. And the daydreaming, yeah, it helps you to visualize, it helps you to give you that hope. But being hopeful doesn't mean that we just sit and hope and wait for to win the lottery. Being hopeful means that we still do the actions and knowing that the actions that we're doing is leading us to that freedom, to that dream that we have. And being present, being in the now, letting everything go and just being in the single solitary moment. Allowing yourself the chance to feel the peace and the freedom and realize you are worthy of receiving what it is that you want. So stop longing after it and trust that it's there and that it's coming and that it's on your way. Just like the silly metaphor about you ordering something on the internet and when you put the order in, you know it's gonna come. You don't long for that package, you know it's coming. You might long for the day that it's gonna be there, but you know the package is coming. So why long for something when you can hope for something, and in the process of hoping for something, you can do things to bring it closer to you. Let's see what the tarot has to say about this space that we're in. About how to maybe get us more into, okay, the present. Oh, geez. Okay. Those dragons really just had words. Alright, we got the Page of Cups. So, this is fun for me. The Page of Cups is like the cup. There's a cup over here, and there's a dragon over here, and then there's this little page just staring at its reflection, and it's creating ripples. Can you see that? You can see that. Cool. And it's creating ripples, and it's realizing what one little thing can do, and as it spreads, it creates ripples. So this Page of Cups, pages are all about being new, and cups being about your emotions, is you experiencing things for the first time in an emotional way, and you deciding how you want to handle that ripple effect. Alright, the Seven of Swords. The last reading I did had Seven of Swords in it too. So with the Seven of Swords, this more often than not is you deceiving yourself. What do I mean by that? When someone asks you if you're okay and you say, I'm fine, everything's great, and nothing to worry about, are you really sitting in a dumpster fire? Are you that dumpster fire meme with the dog that says, I'm fine, as a house is burning around him? Because that's a lot of times what this card's about when we're in these readings. It's you trying to convince yourself that everything is okay. And that's not necessarily being hopeful, but that's a lot closer to daydreaming than what you think about it. Because if you are just daydreaming and letting yourself believe that, the knight in shining armor is going to come and rescue you and whisk you off your feet and everything's going to get better, then that explains the longing, and that explains why we need to be in the present. Because right now, you need to start doing the things. I don't care if that means that you're doing the mundane, knowing that the mundane is going to help you get closer, or if you're actually taking action to the thing we need to do. Ten of Swords. So part of what's holding you back, part of what's keeping you in this headspace and keeping you out of the present, is because part of you doesn't believe that whatever is going on is a finished thing. The Ten of Swords is all about finished karma. It's the fact that you never have to experience it again, that it's done, it's over with. There's nothing to keep you there anymore. You are free to leave and to go somewhere else. This dragon is flying away and this person's flying away. You are free, but you have to believe it. And then we got the Five of Wands in its reverse position, which shows me that our actions aren't being focused. Our actions are being conflicting and confusing, and we're not prioritizing things. When I see the Five of Wands, the first thing I know is that you're kind of doing a back and forth thing, where you move 2 steps forward and then you go 2 steps back, or maybe you do go 2 steps forward and you go 1 step back. The problem is, though, we're not getting very far very quickly because our actions are being counterintuitive to what we're trying to do. So when I see the I keep saying Five of Swords, but this is Five of Wands. So when I see the Five of Wands and all this fire, the fire is you needing to be active, needing for you to do things. What I have been saying is that you need to do things. All right, and then we got the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune in its reverse position is actually good when I do as I read, because for me, the Wheel of Fortune in its reverse position is telling me that you're already in the shit. You're already in the hard spot. You're already in the uncomfortable. You're already in the place where you're like, this frickin' sucks. Yep, it does. But guess what? It's gonna get better. Because when I see the Wheel of Fortune, I see that you're already at the bottom, and now the wheel has to turn up. Because like the seasons, it keeps spinning. And your life is also the same way. So keep moving, keep doing, because the more you do, the more effort you put into this, the more when you get up to that top, it is going to feel so great. Now I want to ask Spirit what it is that is going to help us believe that this karmic thing is over, and that's going to help us to move, to get ourselves to prioritize our actions, to get out of our head, and to, get to the present. Because right now, the fact that we're so in our head is the problem. And that's okay, because it's easy to fix in the sense of we just need to do. But at the same time, if you don't know what to do, it doesn't help any. So let's see what we get from these cards. The Garden Stone. Awakening, Progress, Initiation. Okay, That's a beautiful thing. That's already just telling me right now that what you're going through is something that's going to be life-changing, and you don't have to repeat this lesson. This is a one and done lesson, which means it's a hard lesson because no one and done lesson's ever easy. But know that as you move forward and you continue to do this, that this is a thing that's going to help you move forward and get to where you need to be. All right, we have ancestral message. Sorry. Ancestral messages. Connection, belonging, ask for help. So right there, Spirit's saying that this is not something that you should be going at alone. Talk to somebody, reach out to friends, family, reach out to, your ancestors. If you don't believe in your ancestors, we have Spirit, we have Divine, we have God, Goddess, we have the universe. Reach out and ask for help from somebody or something. This is not something that's meant to be going at alone, and you going at it alone is probably part of the reason why you're stuck in this space, because your head is keeping you in all the impossibilities and not giving you any chance to find any way to hold yourself accountable. Temple, the wisdom within, quiet external noise. Okay, so that means we have to quiet the daydreaming. And that means that the hopeful can't just be in our mind, it's got to be in our actions. And that longing, we got to quiet that too, because that's not helping us. That is one of those things where you need to trust, you need to go within, and then you need to do. And you need to put yourself to a place where you can be present in the current moment, whether that be through meditation, whether that be through a grounding ritual, whether that be you going out in your garden and just pulling those weeds and just uprooting whatever it is you need to uproot, whether that be cleaning your house, your kitchen, your living room. Whatever you need to do to get yourself into this present moment is priority. I'm going to ask the cards what it is that's going to help us to find our present, to just ground ourselves, to put us in a place of clarity, to get us to a place where we can understand and not feel, foggy, confused, clustered. Because right now, I feel like you have a lot of information going on in your brain, and all that information comes from a good place. It could be friends, it could be family, it could be, information you find on the internet. But right now, because you're so stuck in the mind spot, you're so stuck in your head, you're forgetting that sometimes the easiest way to clear it out is to do things. So make time to celebrate how far you come. That's important. Celebrate the big steps or the small steps. Whatever it is, it needs to be celebrated. Celebrating something is an action too. Just want to point that out. So whether you're just celebrating the fact that you got the dishes clean, cool. Or maybe you're celebrating something big, like you actually folded and put away all your laundry, huge. Or maybe it's an actual big celebration with you and friends going out because you've overcome something big. Whatever it is, that is still an action, and we want to focus on that action. Try not to compare yourself to others. Your path is yours. Once again, that's getting us out of that headspace. And that's us reminding and remembering that our path is unique and that no one else has taken our path. People might be on similar paths than us, but no one has taken our exact path. So stop comparing and start living. And least but not last, trust your instincts to guide you towards your truth. So part of the thing is you know what it is that you need to do. You just need to spread your wings and fly. You need to give yourself permission to be present, so that you can experience that freedom. And that way, when the wheel turns, you're finding yourself with the current and realizing, oh, this is amazing. And I'm so glad, I'm so happy I put myself in a position that I can do the things I need to do. I got myself out of my head and I trusted my instincts. And, things just worked, thankfully. That being said, if you still are uncertain about what you need to do, go ahead and ask in the comments below. I'll answer, I'll help you out. If you want more information about how to get past this moment, how to get through this, there is a link in the description below for a private reading. Go ahead and click on it. We can go to a private reading. We can get more information for you. That is all I have for you today. This is your reading. I thank you so much for listening. I hope everything helped you, and I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.